In this video, we're going to push Riverside to the limit. From everything we can do in the studio, like screen sharing, presentation recorder, media board files, and more, and then bringing that content into the Riverside Editor and seeing how much we can add, like image overlays, inserting other video clips, text overlays, and more, to make the most visually engaging content possible with Riverside. And to answer the question, can we do it all, our podcast and other video content, all within Riverside? So first up, when we start recording, I'm going to share some slides using the screen share feature in Riverside, and I have a website here as well that we want to share. I also have some media board files and other content we're going to use once we start recording. So I'm going to go to my Riverside Studio here. I'm going to choose my ATEM video switcher as my camera, and then the Rodecaster Pro 2 as mic and speaker. I always use wired headphones when I record with remote guests, and we'll jump into the studio. So here I have my custom studio branding. You can see my background image, but let's add some media files and presentations because we want to present these while we record, which makes the editing process even easier. I'm going to go over to the media board by clicking media down here in the bottom right corner. And here I can upload video or audio files up to 100 megabytes in size. I've uploaded a countdown video, which I'm going to show at the beginning. This is great for webinars or live events that you're streaming with Riverside. And I have a video here that I want to present as well. Now that that's uploaded, I'm ready to present those. And I already have my website and slideshow ready so I can screen share during the recording. I'm going to exit full screen for a moment. This way I can screen share those slides and other websites. Then if I'm recording with a remote guest like a co-host, I can invite them here, clicking the guest link and sending that to them so they can load it in Chrome, Edge web browsers, or even from their mobile device. Keep in mind, I can also live stream to multiple platforms, either using Riverside Audience Mode here, or even connecting multiple social accounts. If you want to learn more about live streaming from Riverside, I'll put a video about that above and down in the description. I'm just recording for right now, so I'm going to hit start recording. And once that countdown gets to 0, we're now recording high quality video and audio. I'm using my mirrorless camera and ATEM switcher, so if I wanted to, I can even switch cameras, and maybe I'm talking about a device or a product, and that will actually be recorded. Now these camera changes will be a part of that one video file, but that's actually something I use when I live stream from Riverside, going between those different camera angles. Now when I'm ready, maybe I want to share that countdown video. I'm going to open the media board down here, go to my countdown video and set it to live. And now this is being recorded. It's going to be put all together in the editor, or if I'm live streaming, this countdown video is being seen by the audience. If you're doing a webinar or other live streamed event, this is a great way to have people ready either in the chat room or know that the event is about to start. But you can turn off your camera and microphone, both you and your remote guests, and then once that countdown gets to 0, enable your camera and microphone once again. I'll click preview here to clear the video, and now we've begun maybe our webinar or live event. Now I can share other video from here in the media board. This little video here, I'll set it to live, and now this will be playing. And remember, all of this is being recorded, and you get every media board file, whether it's video or audio, and every screen share recorded as a separate track. Then you can download that from the Riverside dashboard, or as I'm going to show you, you can put it all together in the Riverside Editor. So this video is playing, we can let it play out, and then I'll click preview to clear it. Now let's say we want to show some slides. We'll actually have a Google slideshow pulled up here in a different web browser. If you want, you can actually go into slideshow mode here, which typically goes full screen, but I'm going to minimize that window, and you'll see all you see here is the slide. You won't see all the toolbars and other things from Google Slides. Well, now I can share the screen from here in Riverside. I'll choose that window which has the slideshow, and now I can present the slideshow, speak over the slides, maybe they're images, maybe there's even video clips embedded in the slideshow. And again, this is all being recorded as a separate track and will be put together in the editor. Let's say I also want to share a website and navigate that live. I'll go over here, swipe through the website, talk about it. Maybe I'm doing a tutorial style content or talking head style. Riverside can be your screen recording software and your video capture, and then put it all together for you. So talking about the website, sharing that, I might navigate to multiple websites, and then I can stop sharing the screen and my video becomes large again. Now, if you're on the Riverside Business platform, you also have the powerful presentation recorder, so you can upload a PDF, Keynote, or PowerPoint. I'm going to upload a PDF of my slides here. And again, this is something you want to do before you start recording, but if you do forget, you can still upload it here while you're recording in the Riverside Studio and then start presenting it immediately. Now that it's processed, I can click play, and now I'm presenting the slides. This is still being recorded as a separate track. I can advance the slides here, and if there's someone else in the studio, I can actually give them control so they can present the slides as well. I'll close the presentation recorder. And one more thing before we jump into the editor, if you have a script or maybe bullet points that you want to reference here in the Riverside Studio, you can use our script tool here at the bottom. Add a script, either a full verbatim script or bullet points, and even enter teleprompter mode, which will overlay the text on top of the video. So if you have a laptop or webcam, you'll be looking towards the camera as you read, and then you can even press play and have it auto scroll so you can read the script. Now that's a lot of powerful tools just here in the Riverside Studio, but let's stop recording. I'm going to hit stop down here. It'll then begin to upload those files, both the screen shares, presentation recorders, media board files, and the video that you captured in high quality. And this is going to be in our Riverside dashboard, which then we can use our AI tools like show notes, set pace, remove filler words, and more in the editor. Now that the recording is done processing, first of all, I'm going to generate show notes from this recording. And with those generated show notes, I get a summary, keywords, which is great for YouTube tags, some takeaways, possible titles, sound bites, and chapter markers for that recording. I can also generate magic clips, which creates those vertical videos automatically from my long form content. And at the bottom, you'll see every file, whether it was a media board file, screen share, or presentation recorder. I can download those separate tracks right here and download just my video file in high quality raw video. But let's add even more visually engaging content by going to the editor. I'll click the edit button in the top right and create new edit. First up, I can edit my content just by selecting text and then deleting it here from the transcript. Or I can even zoom in and make precision edits by dragging those in and out points here. Now you also see there was some silent portions of my recording. Well, I'm going to use the magic tools up here and choose the set pace feature. Here I can choose how much silence to remove. I'm going to go with a fast setting, and that'll remove 7 pauses for a savings of 1 minute and 2 seconds. I'll click apply, and you'll see those sections of silence now cut out from my recording. If there's a portion I want to cut out again, I can click here in the timeline, split sections using this tool here, drag that in and out point, and we're good to go. As you can see, as I was sharing video files from the media board or sharing my screen, either for slides and websites, all of that is going to be put together in the editor automatically. My video will be in picture when I'm sharing something, and the content will be large. But if it's just me speaking, then it'll focus on my video here. You can customize the brand in the background if you want to add your logo or upload a custom background here. And if you want to make some short form content, you can also change the aspect ratio using this tool up here. I'm going to go back to Magic Tools just for a second because I can also apply smooth speech, which will remove any filler words and unwanted sounds with a single click. If I record it with a built-in laptop or phone mic, I can also apply Magic Audio, which makes any microphone sound studio quality. But let's see what other visual elements we can add now that we're here in the editor. First thing I'm going to do is add some animated captions. We have lots of different styles to choose from. I'll pick this one here. Then I can further customize the font. If I want background color or outline, I like going with a background color. Choose the size and even animation style. You can choose to scale the active word, just highlight it, or box it. I prefer the box look, which puts a solid color behind the active word. Then I can go in and customize the colors even further. There's the highlight color as orange and the main background color as purple. You can also choose to make it all caps and left, center, or right justify it. Let's preview that. You can see I changed my camera angle there using my ATEM switcher, and I have those animated captions throughout the recording. You can see I shared that countdown video, and all of a sudden that goes live, shown large here. Still have the animated captions, and my video is still in picture-in-picture. Now maybe I was looking away from the camera, and I want to have an image that overlays on top of my video. Well, I can go over to the images overlay here, search for royalty-free stock images. Maybe I'll search for a podcast, and I can pick any of these images, and it'll automatically overlay it on top of the video. I can move it around the frame, resize it, even affect the transparency of the image. If I want to change how long this visual is on screen, I can zoom into the timeline here at the bottom, and then drag the in and out points for this image, and control exactly how long it appears over my video. I can also choose to upload images myself. Maybe you have some slides that you forgot to add in the presentation. Well, I can upload that custom image, overlay it, fill it to the frame, and now we can insert slides throughout the recording really fast. I can also click and drag it around the timeline if maybe I want the slide to appear here, drag those in and out points to lengthen it, and I can also upload or insert images and resize it so it appears in the frame, but it doesn't cover the whole video. In addition to image overlays, we also have text overlays, so you can add these throughout the recording. I'll choose this style here, maybe change the background color. You can also do a custom hex code if you prefer. Maybe I prefer a black background on this one and a different color for the text. And maybe I want to put the website URL here in the text overlay. I'll type in riverside.fm. I can make this huge size and then move this around the frame as well. Just like our image overlays, I can change the in and out point of that text overlay down here in the timeline. Or I can also choose a segment of the text here in the transcript on the left. Let's say I want a text or image overlay the entire time I'm saying these words. Well, I can highlight that text, click add, and then choose a text, image, or upload. I'll choose upload, maybe use that slide again. And now this visual overlay is going to be the entire length of that text that I had selected. And you'll see it's here reflected in the timeline as well. So I've now uploaded images and added those throughout the edit. I have some text overlays, maybe with URLs in lower thirds. Plus I have all the screen shares and media board files I shared while I was recording. Let's export this, which we can do in up to 4K video quality. I like to normalize the audio levels. and let's export this video. And those are just some of the Riverside tools available to make your content visually engaging. Subscribe to the channel right here because we have even more features coming very soon. You don't want to miss it, and we'll have videos published every time a feature launches. If you have questions, leave comments below this video. I'd love to answer those personally. And if you want to learn more about using Riverside, maybe for webinars or live events, I'll put a video on that right up here. And if you want to upgrade your at-home video or audio setup to make sure you get the best quality audio and video possible, I'll put a video on that right over here. Thanks for watching. We can't wait to see what you create.